Wow, honestly, what an amazing moment. So you at 9 years old, you found a shiny. I'm so sorry to hear that you lost it though. What, it feels bad. My name is Cannon, and I asked YouTube what the most memorable shiny Pokemon stories were, and here's what they shared. To set the scene, I posted on the YouTube community tab, my most memorable shiny story was shiny Chatot. It was my first shiny Pokemon I ever caught back in Omega Ruby. I remember shiny hunting it on my parents' couch on my 3DS, and I was super pumped. It was my first shiny hunted Pokemon ever, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this Chatot. So I love Chatot. Shiny Chatot looks fantastic. That's my story. Let's see what YouTube had to say. My full odds shiny Starly I got in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Second day of playing, it was spooky when I heard the sound. I panicked. Dude, I can't even imagine. I mean, listen, day 2, like, getting a shiny day 1 is unreal, but still, even getting a shiny when the game first releases is just such a rush. There's so many people that aren't able to do that, and for you, Day, to be one of those few people to get it on the second day of playing, absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, shiny Starly. Full odds as well. Full odds shinies. Hey, Platinum Plays YouTube also had a shiny Chatot as their first ever shiny in Pokemon X, named it Doritos, and later traded it for a shiny Espeon. I still regret that decision to this day. Oh my goodness, that's one of those situations when you're playing as a child, you don't realize the value of like the sentimental moment of finding your first ever shiny, and you're like, this one's just cooler, let me trade it. It's like back in the 90s when I'd trade out, you know, Pokemon cards. I don't know how many Pokemon cards I traded out and probably lost a lot of money from in today's day and age. But Platinum Plays, I hope you're able to find another shiny Chatot. It would never be the same as the first one, but at least you hopefully still have the shiny Espeon to make that connection. Trevart says, this is tough. I think it's a shiny Orncolona caught because the darned thing nearly jump scared me with all of its pink glory. Shiny Orncolona is fantastic, and I'll never forget the first shiny I got in Scarlet and Violet was the moment I joined my buddy's world. It was the first time we played multiplayer on the game, and I jumped into his world, and I jokingly said as I was getting there and putting in the code, I was like, what if I find a shiny in the first, like, when I'm in your world and I just yoink it? And I'm not even kidding you, within the first 5 to 10 minutes of me being in his world, a shiny Skidoo spawned right in front of me, and I started freaking out. It was insane. It was awesome. The first shiny in Scarlet and Violet was phenomenal. Cass Gaming says, a shiny Rayquaza in Pokemon Emerald. I was 9 at the time, and I didn't even know it was shiny until 2 years later. It was a full odds 2, and is now safe in my Pokemon Home PC. So you at 9 years old, you found a shiny Rayquaza. Now I'm curious to know if they were resetting for it or if that was just a first encounter full odds shiny, because if that was the case, oh my gosh, Cass, that is ridiculously incredible. That is, I mean, it literally does not get any better than that, and I can't believe you were 9 years old when you captured that thing. Thank God you caught it. You didn't restart your game, you saved it, and now you have it in Pokemon Home. Nice and safe. That is phenomenal. Rainbow Sap, a loyal member here on the channel. I think it is a Golbat, as it was my first ever shiny I got in Let's Go Pikachu. It was an Articuno Cave, I think. The other one is a Rapidash that I got on the biggest route. Cycling one, I think. And darn, the Purple Flames look so cool. Also, I would have had a Golbat, but I don't know what happened, and I somehow lost it. No! Oh my goodness, that such a feels bad. It was lost in the save file, I believe. It was 3 or 4 years back. I know it is not much time, but I started playing Pokemon games 4 years back, only as I'm still a kid, you know. Well, first of all, that is amazing that you found your first shiny, which was a Golbat. I'm so sorry to hear that you lost it, though. What, it feels bad. What, it feels bad, but at least you found it, and congratulations on the Rapidash. Shiny Rapidash looks so good. I'm going to say it right now that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee had the best shiny hunting experience in all of the Switch games so far. They had the overworld sparkles. It was overworld shiny spawns. And I mean, I wish it was a little bit more engaging rather than just, you know, sitting, waiting for them to pop in and out, and taking forever. But ultimately, the experience was a lot of fun, and I wish they would bring back those overworld sparkles. I don't want sound effects. No sound effects, not like Legends Arceus. I just want the overworld sparkles back. Please. Please, Game Freak. First shiny ever was a shiny Noctowl. So very special to me. Shiny Noctowl is one of the very few shinies that have actually been featured in the anime as well, which is really cool to see. So congratulations to Fox Boss boss on catching a shiny Noctowl. I think Ash might have had a shiny Noctowl. I know it was in the anime. I can't remember if it was Ash's team. I can't remember if it was Ash's team or not, but I know it was at least in the anime. Unfortunately, shiny. Why? I don't know. First of all, why is this unfortunate? Let's see. Shiny Jinx or Gothitelle. Those are my first two full-out shinies back in X and Y came out. I never knew what shinies were until way later, so I reset the file and played again. Oh, missed them for real. That's why it's unfortunate. I thought it was unfortunate something fishy because of the Pokemon. I was like, those are good. Those are pretty good shinies. They're not. I mean, Gothitelle's like but I mean, they're not bad. But what's unfortunate is you did reset over them and you lost. I'm so sorry to hear that's something fishy. That is so unfortunate. Towel said, my shiny Xurkitree I got in Pokemon Ultra Moon. Spent weeks hunting it only to end up soft resetting over it. No, after 10 minutes of agony over what I had just done, I restarted the hunt and got it again in 5 resets. Oh my gosh, we love a good redemption story. Towel, that is so good. What a roller coaster, even just reading that comment. Congratulations. Shiny Xurkitree, I think it's a little bit of an underrated shiny, if you ask me. Shiny Wurmple in Pokemon Diamond, I was a little kid, and it was my first game I ever played, and I was confused when I saw Purple Wurmple, so I was asking my big sister to explain. Walker, that's so fun. I love that. I love that. Getting your siblings involved in it is so much fun. Snowfish said, my Legends Arceus Floatzel. First shiny I found naturally. That's so much fun, Snowfish. I love that, it's really fun to see where people were introduced into shiny hunting or shiny Pokemon in general, because I feel like most of these are, again, first found shinies. And it's cool to see what era of Pokemon a lot of you guys have started in. And that's a really neat to see, like, so many new games. You see so many different levels, like Pokemon Black, Sun and Moon. You see Soul Silver. You see Legends Arceus. You see Let's Go. So many different generations of Pokemon. It's so much fun. Cameron Peters says, Shinx in Legends Arceus. I was just getting my last Pokemon for my decks, and a Shinx pops up out of nowhere, and it's my favorite Pokemon now. Dude, that's so much fun. And, like, for that to be towards the tail end of the game is really cool. Like, you're just finishing things up. The game might feel a little bit stale, and boom, shiny Pokemon. You love to see it. And the other thing, too, is, like, finding a shiny is so much fun because it makes you appreciate that Pokemon in a whole new way, right? Like, because you found the shiny, you have a deeper connection with that Pokemon, and you have such a fond memory of that Pokemon that even when you see the regular version of it, you still value it for what it is and the story that you have behind it. Every shiny has its own unique story, and you'll never forget where you were, what you were doing, what game you found it in, what method you found it with, and the time of your life that you found that shiny. And that's what makes them so much fun, and that's why I love hearing your shiny stories. So if you're watching this video, comment down below your favorite shiny Pokemon, and I'll try to respond to a bunch of comments down there as well. So Nightmarish Taco says, I have 3. My first shiny, which was Meditite and Pearl, on Route 207, I think, the one before Mount Coronet. I brought the game to my older brother because I didn't know what it was. He caught it for me and then traded me a normal Lucario for it, as I didn't expect it to be rare. Oh no! To be fair, I probably would have reset my save with it on it, as I had a habit of resetting for fresh experiences. No! I mean, listen, I guess it's better to give it to your sibling than reset for it. So, Nightmarish Dog, I'm so sorry to hear that. The second one, though, is a shiny Love Disc fishing combo of 3 in X and Y. Super early shiny. That is sick. And my third is an Onyx I got off of Rock Smash right before Ruby Alpha Sapphire was released. I was actually hunting for fossils, and bam, there he was. And I was one of the first people who got to see shiny Mega Steelix. Wow, honestly, what an amazing moment. That is so sick. Congratulations on getting to be one of the few early members of the Pokemon community to see Mega Steelix. Well, that honestly, you know, if there was a history book, you would be in it, Nightmarish Taco. Congratulations on that. That's so much fun. If you want to see me do some shiny hunting, hit this video right here.